Good wishes, dear students. In this part, that is part 10, we will go through the themes of chapter 9 that is given in your workbook, page number 186. 186. Theme in this My Greatest Olympic Prize. What were the themes? We will just go through that. Theme has been shown. First theme, that is true sports, or you can say true spirit of sportsmanship. A great sportsmanship has been shown in this story. So this is the greatest theme, true spirit of sportsmanship. So sportsmanship is an aspiration or a thought that a sport activity will be enjoyed for its own sake, with proper consideration for fairness, ethics, respect and a sense of fellowship with one's competitor. Anyone who is standing against you, that is your competitor, but you should not act them like a stranger or your enemy, but you should treat them as your fellow man. And what one should do with a fellow man? He should show a great fairness, ethic and respect to his fellow man. So the competitor is also a fellow man. You have to give respect to them, even in your life also. My Greatest Olympic Prize depicts how German athlete Louis Long exhibit true spirit of sportsmanship by being friendly and motivating to his competitor Jesse Owens. At his first instance, Jesse Owens assumed that Louis Long wanted to win the jump in 1936 Olympic to support the Nazis' Aryan superiority theory. So this was the first theory which came into his mind when he saw Louis Long. Who? Jesse Owens. Jesse Owens thought that Louis Long was also being captured by the theory of superiority when he first saw Louis Long. So, but later he realized that Louis Long was an epitome of true sports person. So Louis Long had easily qualified for the finals in his first attempt, but he was no proud or haughty, but friendly, humble and motivating towards Owens. So Louis Long won the qualifying ship, or you can say he has become eligible for the finals in the first round only. But then also he has shown great respect and humble towards his fellow men. So what prejudices we make at the first attempt when we see others, we sometimes make certain prejudices that he will be like that person, or he or she is that type of person. But never make prejudices in your life, because when you will make prejudices in your life, you can never win others and you can never know others. So for knowing others, you should not make any prejudices in your mind for others. Here also this has been shown. Jesse Owens prejudiced that Louis Long was also captured by the theory of superiority, but later onwards Jesse Owens understood that Louis Long was not that type of person. He was really a great epitome of sportsmanship. So owing to Long advice, Owens, when qualified for the finals, went to Louis Long's room and not only thanked him but also talked for 2 hours. He has attempted first. First Louis Long helped him by giving him technical advices. After that, Jesse Owens also moved his hand of friendship and he went to his room to talk to him, to thank him. So he cooperated even in the finals also. Louis Long. As soon as Owens won, Louis Long congratulated him heartily. He was not disappointed for himself but happy for Owens. So this should be a great sportsmanship, that you should not feel frustrated when you will not get success, but you should congratulate others who win the race or who win in other things. So, despite the fact that Hitler glared at them, Loos did not hesitate and shook his hand hard. Loos thus became the epitome of Paris de Coubertin belief. Paris de Coubertin has started the Olympic, and this was the belief of Paris de Coubertin that the most important thing in Olympic Games is not winning but taking part in it. The essential thing in life is not conquering but fighting well, and this is the great moral lesson which Paris de Coubertin has taught us, that in our life also we should not think about losing or winning, but we should think that we should take part in it. And the essential thing in life is not conquering but fighting well with great sportsmanship. Now, showcasing, second theme of this story is showcasing true friendship. True friendship has been shown in this. Jesse Owens, through his short autobiographical account, showcases the true and honest friendship formed between him and German athlete Loos Long. When Loos Long saw Owens making falls, he acted as a true guide and friend. He did not appreciate it and he did not thought, fine, let Jesse Owens do like this. He should make falls and he will not be eligible for the finals. He will not be selected. I will lose one of my competitor. I am very happy. No. Loos Long has not thought this, but like a true sports person, he has helped Jesse Owens. He has advised him how to make his jump into a successful jump, and he advised him technically, and thus Jesse Owens took his advice and he went through his advice, and finally he was selected for the finals. And in the finals, what happened, you know, that Jesse Owens won. So this is the great thing. But despite of knowing this fact that Loos Long, although he did not got success in that jump, but he won the friendship of Jesse Owens, and Jesse Owens also won the friendship of Loos Long. So he did not act as a rival but helped him qualify for the jump finals in the 1936 Olympics. Like a true friend, both of them met the same night in Loos Long's room. They talked for 2 hours. 2 hours is a great time. So for these 2 long hours they talked to each other. It is then they realized that a real friendship has been formed between them. In the final, Jesse Owens won and secured gold medals, but the friendship he formed with Loos Long was his greatest Olympic prize. Gold medal was not his greatest Olympic prize, but the true friendship which he has built with Loos Long was his greatest Olympic prize. Now, settings. This story has been set in the 1936 Olympic Games held in Berlin, which is the capital city of Germany, where Jesse Owens amazed the world by winning 4 gold medals. And this is an autobiography of Jesse Owens taken into a book, My Greatest Olympic Prize. This autobiographical piece gives an account of 2 days, first being when broad jump trials were held, second being the finals for which Owens qualified only with the help of German athlete Loos Long. Jesse Owens won, but with the help of Loos Long. Now, style. Style has been used as, this is an autobiography written by the Jesse Owens of the life of a person written by that person. So the word autobiography is a Greek origin, where auto means self and bios means life. So self-life graphy, that is characterization, has been taken from there. Chronology. The events are arranged in chronological order. The events such as Owens' unsatisfactory performance at the trial, his conversation with Loos Long, Loos gives Owens advice, Owens qualifying for the finals, his meeting with Loos Long at night to thank him, Owens and Luz participating the next day in the finals. Owens winning the gold, Luz Long congratulating him heartily and showing this that the Luz Long was the great epitome of true sports person. All are arranged in chronological sequence. Many good dialogues has been used in this story which has touched our heart. Now critical appreciation, certain critical appreciations are also there in this story, that Nazis' Aryan superiority theory. Jesse Owens' My Greatest Olympic Prize discusses the Nazis' idea of Aryan superiority theory through affirmation of Owens' individual excellence. Nazis believed in the theory of racial hierarchy, identifying Germans as a part of Aryan or Nordic master race. So here in this story, Aryan superiority has been shown by the Nazis that they are the superior race. At the Berlin 1936 Olympic, Hitler planned to show the world that the Aryans were the dominant race. They are the superior race than other counterparts of the world. Jesse Owens, on the day of his trials at his first, was not worried as he had trained, sweated and disciplined himself for 6 years. But on seeing Luz Long, a tall German athlete, he was startled. Owens felt that if Luz Long won, it would add some new support to the Nazis' Aryan superiority theory. So, as a critical appreciation, you can also take that Jesse Owens' prejudice towards Luz Long. When he first saw Luz Long, a tall, great German athlete, he thought that he will win. And if he will win, Luz Long, if Luz Long will win, then that will add one more remark to German superiority. So somewhere Jesse Owens was also feeling some embarrassment, or he was feeling something about the German superiority. Thus Jesse Owens, being a Negro and grandson of a slave, wanted to prove Hitler's wrong. So this is also a critical appreciation, that as Jesse Owens was a Negro, a black person, and he was a grandson of a slave, he thought that this is a time he could win and he could prove Hitler wrong. So somewhere Jesse Owens was also thinking to take revenge against this superiority race. This is a critical appreciation in the story. He sealed his place in Olympic history by becoming the most successful athlete of the 1936 Games, because he has won 4 gold medals. Owens also became the first American to win 4 track and field gold medals at a single Olympic, that is 100-meter race, 200-meter race, 400-meter relay race and long jump. The first to congratulate the Olympic record holder was Luz Long, who looked like a model Nazi but wasn't. So Luz Long was a tall German athlete. By his outer appearance, he was to be believed that he followed the Nazi theory, but this was not the truth. Luz Long was a great epitome of true sportsmanship, and he has shown by his behavior also. So the German took the silver medal. The 2 athletes were then seen strolling around the stadium arm in arm, a scene Nazis never envisioned. Nazis have never envisioned, they have never thought that any German person will move with arm in arm with any other inferior race, that too Negro, with a Negro person. Never any Nazist or any German citizen have thought, but this has happened in the Olympic track, that one Negro and one German athlete, they were moving with arm in arm, and they were moving with great friendship on the track. So this is a really great story which is showing the true sportsmanship and great behavior of human being, the great quality of human being. You can go through this story from your textbook as well as workbook, students. I had made you understand each and everything, and now you can complete your question and answers given on page number 190. From there to page number 196. Some long answers questions are also there. You can take it as your project work, and you can try this because 16 numbers in your examinations come from this long answers. Only one question carries 16 numbers, as you know that because you have gone through your 9th class also. So complete this question and answers. Fine students, thank you so much.